Hey there, roguelike fans. We are back today with another 7-day roguelike from the 2006 7-day roguelike challenge. Up today is a game called Elements by Brog. I didn't know what to expect from this game. When diving in, I was greeted with this screen and immediately realized it is based on Nethack. In fact, in the website I found it on, it is currently listed as a Nethack Mod, which surprises me. I wasn't sure that mods of existing games were qualifying for the 7-day roguelike challenge, but perhaps the rules were looser back then, or perhaps I just wasn't aware. We've seen a game that used Nethack as inspiration in the past on this channel in the form of Quest for Pants from the 2005 7-day roguelike challenge, but that game utilized its own code in a really bizarre, unheard of programming language called Squeak. This game very clearly uses the Nethack code as its base of operations. So, yeah, we're going to take a look at it. Here's the thing. I don't know a lot about Nethack. I've done my best to learn a bit about this game. Oh, my cat is vomiting by my left foot. How charming. We'll clean that up shortly. I've done a bit of looking around to try and learn what I could about this game. There are certainly no YouTube videos. There's nothing existing about this game to tell me what to do, other than the fact that I could look up the Nethack wikis themselves, and I don't know how much those apply, because there are some obvious differences right off the bat. But let's dive in and take a look. Who am I? Who am I? Let's call this guy Eldron. Pick a role for your character. Now, here's one of the first differences I could point out that definitely differentiates it from Nethack, and that's that Nethack has a lot more classes or roles for your character. And I'm pretty sure the Elementalist is not an existing role. So I'm going to suggest we play an Elementalist because, well, at least we'll see something different from Nethack when we finally look at Nethack. I should point out as well that it's always been my policy to not look at a mod of a game before I've looked at the game itself. The reason we are doing this is because this is next up on our hit list in the 2006 challenge. So we're kind of constrained in what options we have unless we want to betray that challenge. So let's dive in with an Elementalist E. Hello, Eldron. Welcome to Brog's 7DRL. You are a Elementalist. We can see down here we've got some stats of some sort. Eldron the Elementalist. So let me make sure my mouse is showing up properly. It's not. My mouse is not showing up for you guys. Maybe I haven't clicked into here. Here we go. So that should... There we go. There's a mouse. Eldron the Elementalist. Strength 11, Dexterity 11, Constitution 13, Intelligence 18. We're on dungeon level 1. We have $0. We have 13 hit points. We have, I'm guessing, power 8. Armor class 8. Experience 1. Oh, we started with an experience point for some reason. And T1, I think, is the turn, I think. Let's press I and see what we've got. So we have a +1 dagger. That's our weapon in hand. We have 11 darts in our quiver as like a backup weapon. We are wearing an uncursed robe. 2 uncursed food rations, 2 uncursed scrolls of Create Portal. I don't know what those do. I'm guessing maybe they teleport you a short distance. I don't know. An uncursed scroll of light and a wand of air. Really don't know what a lot of this stuff does. Let's just hit space to get out of that. We can press the question mark to bring up. Well, actually, there's a lot of options for what options we want to look at. We will look at a long description of the game and commands. We won't go through it all, but as you can see, when you come here, even. It just says, welcome to Nethack, and gives you a breakdown of Nethack proper, version 3.4 apparently. So there's nothing specifically listed here that indicates, what Elements is or what our goal is. I assume it's the same goal as always in Nethack, which is, I think, to find an amulet, maybe the Amulet of Yendor, and get it to the surface. I might be able to tell, actually, right there. It might tell us. Let me just look really quickly. We do not have a pet. It says right here, you begin your game with a pet. That's not true in this version, so that's another variation from Nethack. We are in search of the Amulet of Yendor, at least according to this, although we've seen that this is already literally inaccurate, so we can't rely on this as an accurate representation of what we're doing. Let's attack for a moment. I know how to do that. Let's bump to attack. We miss. We kill it. Okay, the Lycan is dead. We got some experience out of that, I guess. Maybe not. No experience, apparently. What's this to our left? I think we can press, is it L? Nope. Let's look up what do we use to look? Sorry, I played this a bit last night and I've forgotten already. Let's press B. Oh, that's right, slash. So slash, specify an unknown object by cursor. Let's press yes. And move that, that was Y for yes, move this to here. And you press period when you're pointing at what you want to look at. That is a lizard. That's not even a monster. It's not even a terrain feature. I thought for sure it was. Apparently it's a monster. More info, yes. The more info just appears to give us a quotation, in this case from the Macmillan Illustrated Animal Encyclopedia. Not a fan of that being the case. I don't mind, flavor text, but flavor text from our world in a game that's not taking place in our world is kind of weird. Or flavor text from Middle-earth when this game doesn't necessarily take place in Middle-earth, kind of weird. And also the fact that it doesn't give us any actual information we can use. It's just flavor text. Kudos for having something there. It's just not my taste to have just flavor text. I like flavor text. If you don't have flavor text, have it be unique to your environment. Okay, let's try attacking to the west because, I don't know, is that a monster? Okay, we killed it. I guess it was. There is an air lizard corpse here. I know you can eat bodies. Let's try eating it. E. What do you want to eat? Let's press asterisk to figure out what the hell those letters mean. We could eat an air lizard corpse. Let's eat that. This lizard corpse tastes terrible. You hear crashing rock. You finish eating the lizard corpse. I don't know what the crashing rock was. I ate the corpse for what that's worth. Let's pick this up. We got a clay ring. There's a portal to the plane of air here. Oh, that's fucking interesting, isn't it? All right. Well, here's I think we're starting to see some of the differences between perhaps Nethack and this. We have the Elementalist character. That's cool. And we have, right off the bat, an air lizard perhaps, and also the fact that there's a portal to this other realm. I don't know if we can utilize that portal. Let's for now try and wear this ring. Let's just see what happens. I know Nethack players are out there screaming, "Don't wear the ring!" But let's do it. Wand. Oh, it's a wand of air. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, apparently we're using a wand of air. I didn't mean to do that. Let's wield instead the dagger. And let's wear a clay ring. The clay ring is now our weapon in hand? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm pressing the wrong button. Where again? The dagger. Let's, is it P for put on? What do you want to put on? Oh, yes. Shift P, capital P for put on. A clay ring. Which finger? Right. I'm wearing a clay ring on my right hand. I have no idea what that does. Let's wander around this level first before we start doing things like going into other dimensions. Let's also figure out how to cast spells. We're an Elementalist. I'm guessing we have spells. I know we have that wand we can use. I don't know if it's A for aim or Z for zap for a wand. Just using the number pad to move around here. As you can see in hallways, you can only see one square. I'm not sure if the Nethack code, the very initial hack code, I guess, was based on Rogue. It might have been. It certainly feels visually akin to Rogue. You're covered in earth. You were hit by a boulder. You're covered in earth. My hit points are almost gone. Let's zap it. Press Z for zap. What do we want to zap? Let's use an asterisk. Let's try the wand of air to the west. The ray of air hits it. The ray of air hits it. It's... let's stab it. You miss. The earth serpent. You're covered in earth. We're dead. Yeah. What was my clay ring? An uncursed ring of slow digestion. Alright, let's try that again, because we don't know what the hell we're doing. No. Oh, sure, I guess. Alright. We had slower digestion. I don't know if that's because of the ring, I guess. Yes. Okay. No, I don't give a shit about this. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, even the fact that it says the Dungeons of Doom leads me to believe that Hack, which was the predecessor to Nethack, must have been based on the Rogue code, as opposed to, say, Moria, which took Rogue as an inspiration, but grew up in isolation in terms of its own gameplay. Let's try another game of that. Let's try an Elementalist again, I guess. Let me just double-click that. Icom. Who are you? No, we're not Eldron anymore. We're Tivara. I guess we're a chick. Sounds like a chick name. Let's go with the Elementalist again, just because I know, like I said, I'm sure a rogue exists in Nethack. Maybe a wizard does as well. How do we cast like our own spell? Like if we want to use an innate spell as opposed to, say, using a wand. Or do we have spells? How do we know what spells we have? Armor, eat, engrave. There's so many commands, my god. When I finally do tackle Nethack, there's a lot of research that needs to be done, and there's a possibility. Okay, list the spells you have known as plus. As a possibility, I'll return to games like this and And, oh, for goodness sake, even Quest for Pants, which is, at least inspired by Nethack at that point. Okay, we have Elemental Ray with a 0% fail rate. How do we cast it? Let's just try Zed for a second. What do you want to zap with? So we can't use that. We can't use Zed to do that. Let's try capital Z. Okay, that's what it is. Capital Z. Got it. Okay. Let's go pick up whatever the heck this is. A tin wand. We've got it. We'll be a little more cautious this time. At least we know we have spells. We know a bit about how to cast spells. That's just a lichen. We can stab a lichen. We've done that before. Shall we eat it? Eat. J. Alright, tasted terrible, but we're satiated. You see that down here. At least we're full. This is our turn, clearly. Experience is still 1. I thought we'd get experience for that. Let's try searching with S. Apparently that opened something up. There's the stairs down to the next level. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to go into that air realm, if indeed you can. You press O to open a door. I pressed O in south. What is this thing? What was it? It was slash. Yes, move the cursor. Period. That is a bat or a bird, a water moth. So it seems like all the monsters are based on elements. That's kind of interesting, I think. Let's try stabbing it first. We missed. We're covered in water. Our robe is not affected. We're covered in water, and we're getting hurt. So let's try Shift Z for Elemental Ray to the south. The ray of water bounces. You are covered in water. You're covered in water. Apparently I shot... I'm not sure if Elemental Ray shoots out a random element or if it shoots out water every time, and the fact that I shot that dude made it bounce back. I don't know. It looks like we have another portal down here. Let's see if we can get to it, but let's try and kill this guy first. Let's try the normal zap. What do you want to zap? Let's zap our... Ooh, not a wand of speed monster. Well, that's a shitty starting thing, isn't it? Let's try I. You're covered in water. Let's get the fuck out of here. That thing is chewing us up. Alright, let's, can we rest? Is it Shift R? Not wearing any accessories. No. Rest? R? Nope. Nothing. Escape. Let's just pass our turn a bit. Or wander around a bit. Make sure this guy doesn't chase us. Get some hit points back. Well, fuck me. Water moth. Water moth. We can't hit him for shit. He's kicking the shit out of us. I'm not sure how fair these monsters are. These starting monsters are kicking the hell out of us. I got the lichen. Eat it. Eat that lichen. Alright. Our experience is still at 1, so I guess killing lichen doesn't... Jesus Christ. Oh, the lichen can move apparently too. Do you see how the fungus moved? That surprised me. There's another portal. Let's look at it. Backslash. Yes, to the north. Let's press period. An iron ball or a portal. Alright, we're going to assume it's a portal. But we'll, you want to step in it? Let's just step in the goddamn thing. What happens? There's a portal to the plane of water here. Let's try pressing greater than. See if that takes us somewhere. You can't go down here. Let's try up then. Or up then. Less than. Nope. Let's try period. Okay, perhaps that just generates monsters from the plane of water. We can't enter it, apparently. That's interesting. What's this one? Another plane of water. Period does nothing. 5 does nothing. Again, just trying the invalid direction key. What do you mean invalid direction key? Well, I'm not seeing what to do with that. All I see is the fact that there's this bird here that fucking kills us every time we try and deal with it, a moth. Let's try zap. That's a wand of digging. That's not going to work. Let's try Shift Z again, Elemental Ray to the west. There are no portals nearby. Maybe you have to be near a portal to cast it? Maybe we're trying to close the portals with Elemental Ray? Let's go up here and try one on the portal. Shift Z. Elemental Ray. East. Oh, it comes out of the portal. Interesting. So perhaps the Elementalists... I didn't see any of these portals when I played as a rogue in my first game, when you guys weren't around. Let's try Shift Z, Elemental Ray West. The ray of water hits the moth and perhaps bounces. Let's try it again. It probably doesn't hurt it. Oh, it did. It killed it, I think. Nope. Did we get it? Shift Z. A. Well, we went up a level, apparently. Look at our freaking hit points. Didn't even notice that. Oh, EXP must be your experience level, not your experience, I guess. Interesting. Oh, I don't have enough mana to cast that spell. Okay, so apparently it takes power to do so. Let's try and get around this dude. And up through that door. Oh, we're fucked. Leave me alone, moth. Alright, we're dead again. How much time we got here? How we doing? It's only been 15 minutes. We're going to try another game. I think we should continue as an Elementalist. No, let's just say no to everything. I think we should. I think it's the logical thing to do, given we've discovered that there's something interesting about Elementalists that doesn't seem to exist for other characters. Give one more try. Povar. The Elementalist. Okay. So let's go kill all the lichens we see. We know we can kill them. Let's eat it. Eat that lichen. There's an agate ring. Let's get it. We did, I guess. Let's put it on. Shift P. Let's put on H on the right hand. All of a sudden, you can't see yourself. It's a ring of invisibility. Is that a problem? Is that a bad thing? We still can see our cursor, so we know where we are. I don't know enough about the game. Am I like going through like hunger like massively fast because I'm invisible or something? Or is it using... I don't know. Is it using something? We got a new scroll. In this game, as per Rogue and as per a lot of games like Moria and that, there's an identification subgame. Okay, here we have a boulder. I was having trouble with boulders my first game. That little apostrophe to our north is a boulder. You can push them. Watch. If I bump into it, I push it. I read something on the Nethack wiki about the fact that you can do that to substitute as a gym, whatever that means. Maybe you can get your strength up if you push a boulder around a lot. In the event that you find a boulder is completely blocking a passage, I know you can remove everything you're carrying, like drop everything you're carrying. Press Shift, maybe it's just press D, and then you can press like Shift A or something for drop all, or you can drop everything one at a time. But if you can drop everything or nearly everything you're carrying, you can at least enter a boulder square. So in case it blocks off an area and you need to get past it for some reason, and you can't push it, that's how you can do it. I'm assuming being invisible is a good thing. That's kind of weird, eh? Alright. Sorry I'm not more informative about this game, but it's like I said, it's based on a massive game like Nethack. Nethack's the kind of game I need to study for weeks, probably before I ever present it to you. Or else I won't have a clue what the hell's going on. But with the 7-day roguelike challenge, I'm trying to get up one video a day, so I had, a matter of hours to look at this, or well, actually probably about 35 or 40 minutes last night is all I had. Let's search for secret doors here by pressing S. Holding down S. Oh, there we found something, apparently. As you can see, monsters do regenerate on levels. That lichen came out of nowhere. Just hold down S again. There we go. So it's neat. Sometimes secret doors are literally secret doors. As in, let's eat with that again. We're not satiated anymore. As in, they appear as doors when you find them. Other times, oh, a broadsword. I guess let's equip that. Wield. Let's wield a broadsword. I guess that's a good thing. Again, no data on how much damage it does. No data on whether or not I have trouble using it. I mean, I don't know anything about it. What's this? Like, what are we trying to do with this? Portal to the plane of ice. Now, the last game we played, we saw monsters from the plane of water. There were portals from the plane of water. So my assumption is that, given that we can't seem to interact with it in any way, maybe monsters emerge of the appropriate type from there, but also we know we could use our elemental spell to summon bolts of ice from that. That's interesting. I don't know if it's a particularly great, ability to have, but it's interesting. We're experience level 2, by the way, so killing lichen obviously helped us out. Do we get any new spells as a result of that? Let's press Shift Z and asterisk. Nope. Let's press plus to see. No. Alright, well. It is what it is. Did we find a stair? Yeah, we did. Let's kill these lichen. I'll get those corpses, I guess. As a food source. Let's go down to the next level. I was kind of hoping we could travel to the elemental planes. I was hoping that's what that represented, but I guess not. There's one of those fucking birds, or water moths. Let's, if we can get up to that room via another path, we can use that portal to shoot some spells at him. But if not, let's just go this way. We'll get up there later. Got gold. I don't know what gold is for. Might be score again. Oh, it's a rat. A plastic rat. It is neat that everything does seem to be based in some way on elemental stuff. We're missing a lot. Oh, fuck, there's a second one. Oh, we're once again fucked. What do we have for our spells and stuff? We can create a monster. That doesn't sound good. Let's drink a... Let's use a scroll. Read. J. As you read the scroll, it disappears. Your robe glows silver for a moment. Maybe that enchanted my robe? My robe is now +1 robes. That's pretty good, I guess. Let's drink a milky potion and hope it heals us. Quaff. N. Peculiar feeling for a moment. Call milky potion peculiar. Okay, we are probably going to die. I have no ability to cast. As far as I know, I can't cast. Let's try it. No, I won't even try. Shift Z for that elemental bolt. I don't think it's going to work because there's no elemental portal near us. And I don't, unlike our first game where we started at least with a wand that was useful. With the last two games we started with a bad wand. Why would you start with such a shitty wand? Maybe it's just random, but why would it give you a shit wand? You're just going to drop that. I assume create monster creates like a monster to fight against us. It sounds like a curse, not like a summon monster to fight for you, I assume. Let's attack to the east. Oh, we got him, thank God. Experience level 3. Attack to the west. Attack to the west. Okay, we did get these guys. There's got to be a way to rest. And pass time besides just holding down... Apply, close, invent. Invent? Oh, inventory. I was like, can you invent shit? That's pretty cool. Now, this game's got a lot in it. Well, I know that Nethack has a lot in it. Rest is period. You can't specify a time, though, like you can in, say, Moria. Alright, let's get our health back. Okay, let's search again. Nothing seems to be here. Let's not even search there. I don't want to face that bat. What the hell is this? Yes, just automatically say yes. A fungus or mold, a red mold. Alright, well, let's try hacking it out. Oh, you can walk right through it. Oh, we can get it. Oh, we're looking, that's why. No, don't. Okay, we killed it. Got a red mold corpse. Sure, that'll be a yellow mold. You stagger. I feel a bit steadier. Okay, that knocked us back. That's kind of an interesting effect. This feels much like a blind playthrough. It's not completely blind, I assure you, but it's somewhat blind. We're experience level 4. Okay, we're finally doing, you know, not terrible. Not terrible's alright by me. What the hell are you doing? Let's heal up and move on. Those yellows could stagger us. That's kind of neat. I think it knocks us backwards. I've not seen that effect often in roguelikes. That's uncommon. Looks like we got some new armor here. Leather armor. Oh, that's a lizard again, that colon. I don't have any way to... Oh, fuck, I'm just trying to pass my turn. Let me do it with a 5 key. That's the right key. Lightning lizard. If we don't kill it soon, we're in trouble. Okay, I think we're in trouble. We've hacked it a bit. Oh yeah, it's dead. Let's rest. Okay. Beginning to feel hungry. We're suddenly very hot. Yes, I am. Alright, it's dead. Let's eat some shit. We know for sure that the lichen corpses won't hurt us. Let's just eat that. Fucking water. I'm afraid of these things. No, what do you mean really attack it? Is it a friend? No. I guess it's a friend. What is it, a pet? I don't know what the hell's going on with that thing. Why did it question if I wanted to attack it? Of course I wanted to attack it. As far as I know. I'm covered in ice. Why wouldn't I attack the fucking thing? Now it's just letting me do it. Maybe I was invisible and it hadn't noticed me. Maybe that's what that was. Uh-oh. Okay, let's grab this money. Oh, we are dead. Let's try and escape. Viva invisibility. Let's search for secret doors up here. Found one. I found 2 arrows. An arrow shoots out at you. You're hit by an arrow. Alright. You don't see me, right? I'm just going to sit here and rest. Oh, fuck. I'm pressing period. Period's the right button. I didn't see what that just said. I'm covered in ice. Alright, it's dead. Eat. Eat a lichen corpse. Eat. Eat a lichen corpse. Come on, man. Oh, alright, well, here's the deal, guys. Don't hold down a button. I was holding down the period to rest, and I didn't expect that to happen that fast. We had almost full health. And this guy came out of nowhere and got us. Okay, that is, I think, the end of our recording. We're at about a half hour. I mean, granted, that is a very cursory playthrough of Nethack, or at least a variant of Nethack. And, you know, when we finally get to Nethack, our next major roguelike is going to be Angband. It has to be. We're going to follow up on Moria. By playing Angband, we open a whole freaking field of games, because there are so many variants of Angband that are available to us. But we won't be pursuing those immediately. We'll play all the really big, well-known games, like Nethack, like Tome, like Adom. Even the ones like, maybe it was Larn or Legerdemain, any of the particularly older games that were at one time quite popular. We'll give each of those a try, and then we'll start in on variants. And once we've exhausted the variants in the various fields, which, let's face it, if they run out like the length of time like our Moria frickin' one, which you know rolls out for 3 or 4 months, that could be 25 or 30 years from now when we're playing on VR headsets. But theoretically, when we've exhausted the various variants of Nethack and other games, we'll start returning to variants that we gave a cursory look to, like this one. Elements, clearly a Nethack variant. I will include a link. If you know Nethack and you're like, hey, I've been looking for a new variant, give it a try, man. It's interesting. As far as I can tell, it's interesting as a game. The problem is, with no documentation accompanying it at all, I don't even know for sure your objective. It seems to me that the key differences here are a lack of a pet, the introduction of the Elementalist class, the elemental portals, which are used for the Elementalist class, and maybe might be a source of emerging monsters. I mean, again, we did see an ice portal over here, and now we're fighting ice moths. So I'm guessing the portals indicate the type of monsters you meet on a level. I don't know. and various monsters that I don't think are native to Nethack, is my feeling. But there you go. That was Elements by Brog. I'll be back in a little while with some more games from the 2006 7-day roguelike challenge. We still have a few left. Not many. A few left. And that's about it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Goodbye.